The one question I get asked a lot is, Didi, whom should I choose as my guru? And I always say, choose from one of the great God-realized gurus that I represent on the spiritualbee.com. And you say, but Didi, these gurus have all left their physical body. Then how can they help me? How will they guide me? How will they give me personal attention and resolve my doubts? Can you therefore tell me the name of a God-realized sage living in the physical body? These types of questions arise because most people believe that an actual physical presence is always needed to provide any kind of help. But this is a great mistake in thinking. It means that we have not really understood the way in which God-realized gurus work. So let me explain to you how God-realized sages function, and then in the next video, I will answer how you can get guidance from a guru who has left his physical body. So the main thing for us to understand is that unlike an ordinary guru, God-realized gurus do not rely on their physical body to help others. This is because the physical body has severe limitations. The physical body can be present only in one place at a time, and it can only listen to the worries and problems of a few people at a time. But suppose a guru has numerous disciples spread in different cities, then how can the guru help them? I will give you an example. Suppose a disciple in New York just had a heart attack and he immediately remembered his guru. At the same time, a lady in London just had a thief break into her home and she cried out to the guru for divine protection. Simultaneously, a devotee in Mumbai was just boarding a plane and needed the guru's blessings to embark on a long journey. At that very moment, a person in Delhi had their mother pass away and needed help for her soul's safe passage to the other side. Meanwhile, someone in Singapore was praying for courage and strength to fight a legal battle. Now suppose the guru of all these people lives in Rishikesh in the Himalayas. How can this guru process and understand the simultaneous prayers of all these people? Furthermore, it was night time in India and the guru was sleeping when all these prayers arose in various people's minds. So how will he respond to them? If the guru relies exclusively on his physical body as an instrument, then assisting all these people simultaneously is not possible at all. The guru's brain is asleep, his eyes are closed. His ears certainly cannot hear these prayers that arose in these various people's hearts living across the world. So the body has severe limitations. It cannot hear these prayers, nor can it respond to them. Therefore, God-realized gurus do not rely very much on their physical body. They instead depend on their Sukshma Sharir or subtle body, on their Karan Sharir or causal body, as well as on their infinite universal consciousness. Using these instruments, a God-realized guru can help thousands of people simultaneously, no matter where they are located in the world. Even if the guru's physical body is asleep, his infinite universal consciousness is nevertheless awake and working through his subtle and causal bodies. Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya, my first and central guru, has explained this point in wonderful detail. Once a disciple asked him, Gurudev, after you die, who will help me? I will have no support then. You will be gone and I shall be totally helpless. Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya replied, My son, even though I would have left my physical body, I will still be present in my subtle body or Sukshma Sharir. My subtle body is unlimited. It has immense capabilities in comparison to my physical body and can do vastly superior amounts of work. Therefore, do not worry yourself by thinking, who will take care of me if Gurudev dies? I will still be with you. I will still watch over and protect you. I shall manage your health and take care of your spiritual development. I shall be an umbrella over you in your difficult times. So this is how God-realized gurus answer the prayers and provide help to millions of devotees spread around the world. This kind of power is not possessed by ordinary gurus, no matter how popular they may appear to be. It is possessed only by avatars and God-realized sages who are very rare and do not incarnate all that frequently. Hence, it is very important to choose a God-realized sage as one's guru. Whether the sage is in his physical body or has long ago left it is of almost no importance. Catching the hand of such a guru and never letting it go is of critical importance. Hence it is my recommendation that if you don't have a guru, then try to choose from one of the great sages that I represent on the spiritualbee.com. This list is by no means complete. There are other God-realized sages such as Sai Baba of Shirdi, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Anandmay Ma, etc. But it is a list that I have compiled based on my own spiritual experiences and personal knowledge. Now continuing on, the fact that God-realized sages use their subtle body as well as their infinite universal consciousness to help people has also been powerfully detailed by Mother Meera, another avatar, through an eye-opening spiritual incident. When Mother was just a child of 13 years, this incident used to repeatedly recur every night. What used to happen was that as soon as Mother Meera went to bed at night, she would feel herself going out of her body and rising straight up above her house, then above the city, till she had reached very high above. Then Mother says, I used to see myself clad in a magnificent golden robe, much longer than myself, and as I rose higher the robe would stretch, spreading out in a circle around me to form a kind of an immense roof over the city. Then I would see men, women, children, old men, the sick, the unfortunate, coming out from every side. They would gather under the outspread robe, begging for help, telling of their miseries, their suffering, their hardships. In reply, the robe, supple and alive, would extend towards each one of them individually, and as soon as they had touched it, they were comforted or healed and went back into their bodies, happier and stronger than they had come out of them. So this is a description of how the subtle body as well as the universal consciousness of a God-realized sage works. The consciousness of such a guru is like a blanket enveloping the earth. And no matter where you are, if you pray, you attract this consciousness and pull its divine force down. And this is how a God-realized sage can help numerous people all at once. They don't need and they don't use their physical body. Instead, they rely on their subtle body and on their universal consciousness, both of which work on vastly different principles than the physical body. It was by working through her subtle body and through her cosmic consciousness that Mother Meera came to know that Lal Bahadur Shastri was in trouble in faraway Russia. Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was the second Prime Minister of India, had gone to Russia in 1966 in order to negotiate a peace accord which would bring an end to the India-Pakistan war. Russia had volunteered to broker the talks. While Shastriji was in Russia, Mother Meera, who was back home in Pondicherry, woke up one night with a start. She had been disturbed by someone's urgent cries for help. It was Shastriji who had suffered a heart attack in Russia. After successfully finalizing the peace deal, Shastriji had gone to his room when he had the heart attack. Before much help could be given to him, he had passed away. In those last moments, he had called Mother Meera in his thoughts, and her help went straight to him and helped his soul transition to the other side. Mother in her conversations has said that Shastriji's death was predetermined some time ago. A few months prior to Shastriji's death, Mother was informed that the India-Pakistan meeting was to be held in Russia and that Shastriji was to go there to meet Ayub Khan, the leader of Pakistan. When Mother was told that, she spontaneously answered, "If he goes there, he will die." So this is the kind of power that God-realized sages actually possess, and this is how they work. But now you will surely ask me, Didi, I have understood that these sages who have all left their body will surely help me in my times of personal difficulties. This is clear. But still the question remains, since they are no longer in their physical body, how will they guide me? How will they give me personal attention and resolve my doubts? What if I have questions about sadhana? Whom shall I ask? So the answer is that this expectation of a one-on-one kind of guidance, where a sage sits with you, where you ask him questions and he resolves your doubts, this expectation is actually quite an unrealistic one. Even if you were to find a God-realized sage living in the physical body, he or she will typically not have the time to give so much personalized attention to anyone. Why this is so, the practical reasons for it, I shall outline in the next video. I will also outline how we can overcome this difficulty of getting basic guidance. It is quite easy, not hard at all. Until then, if you have other questions around choosing the right guru, then leave them in the comments below and I shall try to address them in upcoming videos and posts. Yes, I don't always make videos. Many times I answer questions through my articles. So be sure to visit thespiritualbee.com and subscribe there so as to not miss out on any new posts. I leave you with this quote of Swami Brahmananda, who was himself a God-realized sage and also the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Ordinary people understand by the term guru a person who whispers some mantram into the ear of the disciple. They do not care whether he possesses all the qualifications of a true master. None but a realized soul is qualified to be a spiritual teacher. He who does not know the path himself cannot show it to others. Therefore choose a God-realized guru. Whether he or she is currently living in the physical body is not at all important.